Hello friends, how are you doing? So today we are going to take up five more words from M, and these are malign, manifest, maudlin, menial, and melody. The difficulty level of these words is, I would say, high, and you might have come across this word melody. Otherwise, other words are not very common, and mostly these words are those types which are generally asked in the examinations to check your vocabulary level, or you would find them in literature. So here we start. Malign. Malign means you talk ill of somebody, you badmouth somebody, say unpleasant things and generally untrue things about someone. That is maligning. That is one meaning. And another is evil, something evil or very bad in influence. That will be called malign. For example, malign lesion. Malign lesion is a lesion which is dangerous and which may be life threatening. So, malign is something very harmful, or malign is to badmouth somebody. These two are meanings. And here are examples. A politician unfairly maligned by the press. Means press is talking shit about that fellow. So he is unfairly maligned. Similarly, a much maligned fellow. A malign reason. A malign reason is, as I told you earlier, evil in effect or influence. Malign effects of drugs. This is obvious. Give somebody a malign look. Means when you are wishing something very bad about him, or when you are thinking of doing something very bad to him or her, in this case, you may give that fellow a malign look. Malign influence of foreign firms on local politics. Bad influence. Somebody maligned in the gossip columns of newspapers. And privatization in India is much maligned. This means instead of looking at the pros and cons of the process, people generally talk ill of this thing. That privatization means selling the jewelry of India or something. Totally emotional response and unreasonable response. That is why it says privatization in India is much maligned. Then the second word is manifest. Something manifests itself to reveal itself clearly. That is manifesting. Or you might say something easily seen or evident. These are two common meanings. And manifest is a particular meaning also, which relates to the list of passengers on the plane or the list of cargo in the ship. That is also called a manifest. In that sense, it is a noun. And in remaining senses, it is adjective. So, a manifest disapproval means you can see from the expression on the guy's face or something that your proposal has not found favor with him or her, and disapproval is manifest. The ghost manifests itself always at the same time. Ghosts have said to have some regularity. For example, they will show themselves at a particular day each year or particular day each month at the same time, so that the tantric can take you and you can hide yourself somewhere and wait for their arrival. Very funny. So the ghost manifests itself always at the same time. The Great Bridge manifests country's technical expertise. Means its grandeur, its complexity, its size shows that the country is technically very advanced. So the Great Bridge manifests, shows, makes it evident country's technical expertise. And a plane's manifest, as I told you, is the list of passengers. Then we have modeling. If somebody is modeling means, I mean, shedding tears all the time, overly sentimental. And when you use the word modeling, you don't, you are not thinking of in very favorable terms about the guy. Okay. Disapproval. You use this word with a sense of disapproval. You think that that fellow is overly sentimental and perhaps in a foolish way. Oh, that is Maudlin. For example, the most modeling song of the year. He turns modeling after 3 drinks. When you have had it, some a few drinks, then you become very voluble, speaking too much, and very sentimental and very courageous also. So drinks had all these advantages. Makes you sentimental, makes you courageous. Okay? So that was a joke. Modeling expressions of regret. When you're regretting and you're apologizing, maybe uh, with very great intensity. You're making yourself uh, full, kind of. Modeling a story and getting modeling over their dog. Most of the dog owners, at some point, at several points, they become modeling when they are talking of their dog. And then you have menial. Menial means something some work which you look down upon. Generally, unskilled work and the kind of labor which is done by labor related to unskilled work, lowly and degrading, servile, and this is also sometimes used as a noun, a servant. Servile means acting like a servant. So examples are a menial job. Generally, it is used with job, a menial job, menial labor, menial wages. You think cooking is menial? I don't think because I cook. Of So it cannot be a menial job, in my opinion. She cannot hope for anything other than the most menial of works. I must do just a few more menial things before I go to bed. The most menial work the house could provide. So that is menial. And finally, we have melody. Melody means some kind of illness. An illness that affects you significantly. Impairment of an organ, body organ, an unwholesome condition. If not body, pertaining to body, then it might be otherwise an unwholesome condition, a bad condition, a condition which brings you misery or something. So examples are gastrointestinal maladies. What can be done to cure this malady? A crippling malady, which kind of restricts you, hinders your progress. Then a crippling malady. Apothecary is over, but the maladies linger on. Bad effects. The maladies of love and a malady of the spirit. So these are the 5 words. So as I told you, as I have been telling you all the time, just go through these words 2 or 3 times during the day, particularly the examples, and that way you can increase your vocabulary. Very useful from the examination point of view, and also if you are writing some essay kind of thing, these words will be very handy. Thanks so much.